Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Low Country Lunatics with your hosts, Chef Giuseppe from Apostoli Specialty Foods and New York Nick, two damn Yankees. Headed down south for the winter, but you just couldn't get them to leave. They're here to stay every Friday on the Lunatic Network.
Yo.
Hey, that intro makes me so happy every time I hear that damn thing. You know that? I'm over here jamming.
Yes. I've given you the nod, and I'll do it again and again. I mean, people, Chef Giuseppe, all those graphics and videos and all that After Effects stuff. That's all the chef, man. That's not me. I have difficulty making phone calls. I can't figure out. I can't figure. Somebody FaceTimes me, and I usually hang up on them by mistake. I don't know how to. What button do I hit? That's all the chef, man. He's awesome at that stuff. I have total props to the chef for the editing and the graphics and all that, man. Thank you, sir. Even this little logo.
My pleasure.
You see this little logo up here in the corner, right here. That's the chef too, man. He's killing it.
I got my hands in all kinds of pots.
I love it. Dude, I love the hat, man. What's up with the new hat?
Bro, you guys inspired. You and Jamie were breaking my balls that last time. I'm like, shit. I got to go get a fucking Italian hat. I got the Apostoli. Hey, brought to you by Apostoli,
The Low Country Lunatics, ladies and gentlemen, the Low Country Lunatics is brought to you 100% by Apostoli Specialty Foods. Chef Giuseppe's own incredible. Listen, look. I'm born and raised Italian. Pre-made jaw sauce in my house. That's like a no. Let's come on. However, Chef Giuseppe's stuff is legit. It's no joke, man. So I would recommend everybody give it a shot. I mean, Chef, throw up a jar, hopefully somewhere right now. And in addition, literally seconds before we went on the air, the chef unloads another bomb on me. Apostoli is going into the fragrance business. He's got ladies and men's high-end fragrances under the Apostoli label. I mean, come on now.
Diversifying it, Nick. Diversifying it. Getting ready for the holiday season. Our buddy Johnny, who was a guest on the show, he's a master distiller. Well, guess what they use to make the moonshine? Ethanol. So he's got excess leftover high-grade ethanol, which is the main carrier and the base ingredient for the fragrances. So made sense to me.
Look at me learning stuff every day. Oh, and another thing, because the chef's right. I mean, listen. Yeah, I know it's mid-September, but you all know what happens. You go to sleep and boom, it's Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas. It's like
right.
Boom. So we have, and again, hopefully the chef's going to throw up this groovy graphic. We have Low Country Lunatic T-shirts that we were out somewhere. This past weekend, the chef and I were just out somewhere this past weekend, and somebody walks up to me with a pen and goes, "Will you sign my shirt?" And I was caught completely off guard. I was like, "Why do you want me to sign your shirt?" And she was rocking the Low Country Lunatics T-shirt. I was so honored that this woman was wearing our face.
Out of nowhere, man. The cartoon character, out of nowhere, she shows up with the marker. And she's got the only shirt. We don't even have one ourselves.
I don't own I do not own one of these shirts. She shows up. She puts the Sharpie in my hand. She goes, "Hey, New York Nick, sign my shirt." I go, "What do you want me to sign the shirt for?" And then she went like this, and I went, Look at this.
The two paisans.
Shout out to her. I forget your name. What's her name, Chef?
Katie.
Katie.
It's Katie, yeah.
Huge shout out to Katie. And again, Chef, please put the picture. We got this awesome picture of the three of us. Please throw that picture up, because that picture was killer. And that was people literally. again, we were in a parking lot. We were in a parking lot somewhere.
Like the paparazzi found us.
Man, God is, look, I got to say God is good. God is good. There are things that have been happening in both the chef's life and in my life, both individually and together. There are things that are happening that I have to give credit. It's not me. It's not me. It's the only thing I'm doing is getting out of my own way, if that makes sense to anybody. The only thing I'm doing is I'm trying not to micromanage life. And it's faith. And what is the definition of faith? Faith is belief in something that there's no proof. I can't prove it. There's no proof. I could never prove my case in a court of law, but I still strongly believe in it. I strongly believe that if I follow God's will, now listen to me, I'm not going to complicate this, and this is not the direction I want the show to go in right now, but if I follow God's will, if we follow God's will, good things happen. And it might not be what I want to happen, right? It might not be, I got something in my brain that I want to see happen. That might not happen, but I promise you something really good is going to happen. Just, I don't
you work towards something, right? You put in all this effort, you take these actions, right? But at some point, you have to let go because the results and the outcome of that work is entirely up to the universe. And I believe that there's a supernatural being up there that knows all, has all power. And if he wants it to succeed, if he has his heart set on what you're trying to do, it's going to happen.
Correct. And for when I address the large numbers of people, I try to be all inclusive. I do not put a fine point on it. I simply say God. I simply say the power of the universe, whatever created the sky, the sun, the stars, the clouds, and all of these wonderful things that, I can't look, what man can't create it. And I will say again and again, and when man gets involved, we kind of mess it up. We mess it up.
Definitely.
We get we corrupt it. We have our motives. They're not pure. Come on. Y'all know. Anyway. And this is something that
it's a good segue. I think I know where you're going, right?
Yeah, well, the chef and I discussed this first offline. We discussed it first offline. I cannot not say something.
Yeah.
People, speech, a person's opinion, to speak, just to speak. This is not a crime. It is, in fact, what the country was built on. The United States, the Bill of Rights, the very first amendment to the Constitution of the United States is freedom of speech. Now, I will tell you, I didn't come up with this. I forget who coined this quote that I'm about to say. I may not believe in whatever you're saying, but I defend your right to say it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Now, I could Google. I told you, we need a producer. The Low Country Lunatics I need somebody in the background going, who said that? And then hit me with the who said it. But truly, that's a very famous line. I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. But to silence somebody. Look, way back when, they used to cut out people's tongues. They literally would cut out your tongue. Do you know why they cut out a person's tongue? Because they fear what that person has to say. That's why. If they don't fear what you have to say, they don't care. Go ahead, talk all you want.
Bottom line, what were the Pilgrims running from? Like when they left England, what was going on in England that they came here?
You're talking about when like before there was even a colony, when they first landed here.
Yeah.
300 years ago. So you put me on the spot.
It was persecution. It was
unjustified. First of all, it was outrageous taxation. It was
Yep.
You were getting taxed on taxes on tax on taxes. Now, if you think about it, today, you get a paycheck. Your paycheck is taxed immediately. You're taxed on immediately. There's 30+% coming out of your paycheck. Then you go to the store. Now the money that was already taxed, whatever you purchase, that's taxed again.
Yep.
Now you buy a house. If you have somehow the amazing ability to save money in this insane economy and put down a small deposit on a house, you're taxed on that for the rest of your life. Now, let's say you have, by some, I don't know, fortune, by some grace, by some small miracle, you can actually pay off your house. Like, you can actually pay it off. Guess what? You still don't own it.
Right.
You still don't own your house, because don't pay the property taxes on your house that you own free and clear. They take your house. Now watch this. If I buy my house free and clear and I leave my house to my sons, guess what? They get taxed.
Inheritance.
Again. It's ridiculous, people. It's outrageously ridiculous. If you try to follow the how many times you're taxed, people, the system is rigged against you.
Facts.
Rigged against you. I attend these very local political gatherings here in Charleston, South Carolina. I like to be involved. I like to get out in the community. I like shaking hands. I like meeting people.
Yeah.
And I was at this local political thing and I was completely in favor of what they were talking about. And then one of the politicians, I'm not going to name names, politician, this woman gets up there and she goes, all I'm asking for is a 0.5% tax. I raised my hand. I said, hell no. Because it's only 0.5%. I said, I was with you until you said you're asking me for a tax. And then she goes, it's only 10. And this was in front of like 200 people. And me and her are talking.
Wow.
And she's on a microphone. I'm just bellowing with my Brooklyn loudness. And the 200 people heard me, no problem. So, and she goes, it's just 0.5% tax. I said, no. She goes, it's temporary. I said, well, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm going to call bullshit on that temporary thing. Because you can look this up, back in the early 70s, they came up with a temporary smog tax. They came up with that. And then they came up with a global warming tax. And all these taxes were supposed to be temporary. Well, surprise, surprise, you're still paying.
They're still here.
You're still paying in the year 2025. You're still paying the temporary tax that's 50 years old. So hey, people, bullshit. You know what I mean,
so
people?
Who was it? It was King like Edward or King Richard or one of them, Henry maybe, when the Pilgrims left England. They were getting persecuted because they were speaking out. They wanted to practice their faith, their Christianity, how they wanted to.
King George.
King George. Yeah, I think you're right. We need a producer again. But, that's why they left that country. And that's what, the revolution, yes, it was the taxes that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But, we became a nation because we stood up and spoke what was right.
We once again, this country was founded, and they don't even teach this in schools anymore. It's sad. They don't. This is not even taught in elementary school anymore. This country was founded on principles, and if you actually sit for a minute and read the Bill of Rights, there is incredibly intelligent and logical reasons for everything up there, like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, separation of church and state. These are big things. There's not supposed to be a standing United States Army in the United States. But guess what? We have one. They just don't call it an army. They call it some other bullshit. But we got an army right here in the United States. It's in the Constitution. And this is off the top of my head. It's in the Constitution, people.
And right to bear arms. Why do they have a right to bear arms? Right? Because the militias, each town,
it's a well-armed militia. Now, the gun haters are going to lose their mind. Look, go oh, guns kill people. No, they don't. People kill people. No, they don't. People kill people. And if you want to get into statistics about who's killing the most people, what culture's killing the most people, we could talk about this too. And you're going to all get bent out of shape. And this is not opinion. This is government statistical facts. So I'm not going to touch that one today. But you want to go there? I'll go anywhere y'all want to go.
There is a very pertinent argument to be made on that subject, and let's just leave it there. Spoons don't make people fat.
Thank you. That's brilliant. And you know what? Every time I go to Home Depot, or I shouldn't have said their name, but I did, or any big box store, right? Hardware store, tool store, right? Mm-hmm. I literally count 10,000 things I could purchase and kill somebody with.
Right.
Come on, man. I mean, seriously, they got like hatchets and axes and machetes. And they got just hanging on the wall. Just walk over there, pick one up, and start whacking people on your way out. So come on, man.
Yeah, take away the guns. I'll figure out a way to kill you with this. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. There's no guns. There's no guns in maximum security prison. Don't kid yourself. People are getting murdered in maximum security prison every day.
Right.
Every day.
They find a way.
Like the chef just said, they'll take a toothbrush, file that mofo down, and they'll take that cup and crack the cup. People, where there's a will, there's a way. And where there is a depraved motivation, where there is some twisted mind that's highly motivated, look, they're going to get things done. How about this? Locks on the door. You know what locks on the door do? They keep the honest people out. Mm. The criminal, if he wants to get in, I don't care what alarm system you got. I don't care what lock you got. The crook, he's getting in. He's getting in your house. He don't give a shit. He's getting in.
Yep.
He's getting in. So
and listen, and if he comes in with a gun, you better hope and pray you got something to defend yourself with. You know what I mean?
Well, intentionally, I chose to live in a state where there's something called the castle laws, the castle. Mm-hmm. And my home is my castle, and so is my automobile. The automobile falls under the castle laws. And if it's 2 a.m. and you're standing in my living room, and I did not invite you in my living room, I am not going to have a conversation with you. I'm not going to ask you, what are you doing here? I'm not going to ask you none of that shit. I don't want to hear why you're in my living room at 2 a.m., uninvited in my house. There will be no conversation. There will be no discussion, and I'm not going to reach for my phone and dial 911. You could finish that however you want. The first thing I'm reaching for is not a cell phone. It's not. No. Get the fuck out of my house. If I didn't invite you in my house, get the fuck out of my house. Period. End the conversation. That's it. Right. I don't know what you're doing there, and you're not supposed to be there. Why are you there? Get out.
And if you really need to,
that's all I'm going to tell you. Don't come in.
And if you really need to see me that bad at 2:00 in the morning, you send me a text or call my phone before you're just in my house.
And I don't care if I know you or I don't know you. What do you think of that?
That's what I'm saying. Right.
First of all, if I don't know you, you better make peace with your maker if I don't know you. And if I do know you, I'm probably going to go, what the fuck you doing? And that might be the last thing you ever hear if I do know you. That's it. And listen, I got neighbors right over there, got an anti-gun. I'll show you where they live. They're anti-gun. Listen, it's easy pickings.
Right.
Anyway. And again, that's not what I want to talk about.
Right.
Charlie Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. Love him, hate him, agree with him, don't agree with him. This was a 31-year-old young man. So all he was 31 years old. He has been doing what he is doing since he was in his mid-late teens. This is who he is. He had the backbone and the balls to speak publicly against and during a time in America where, I don't know, things got crazy. Things got like you can't say anything anymore to anybody. And Charlie Kirk spoke eloquently, and he spoke logically, and he spoke with facts and receipts and statistics. Nothing Charlie Kirk said was a rant. You understand? It wasn't simply, I don't like this and I don't like that. No. That's not what he said. And every single time I have seen so many hours of, I'm a Charlie Kirk fan, and I've watched hours of footage on this guy. And they would get up there in front of a microphone, spitting mad, and they would go, "You're a racist." And he would say, show me when I ever said anything racist. And no one ever could show him one time when he said anything racist. Now, if he says something like blacks commit the most violent crimes in America, that's not racist, people. You got a phone in your hand. Ask the phone
Look it up.
what the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States are. Ask your phone. What are the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States? And then come back to the Low Country Lunatics and tell me what your phone says. Tell me what your phone says are the 10 most dangerous cities in America. Because I'll have a conversation with you about this. Now, you can't play to you're racist, you're anti-gay, you're anti-this, that. No, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. Come to me. Go ahead, Joe.
I associate with any good person. Those are my friends. And they
Correct.
come in all different shapes and sizes,
Colors,
different
creeds,
orientations.
religions, correct.
I have never, said, don't talk to me like just because you're this, X, Y, and Z. I don't do that. When somebody shows me that they're an asshole, I don't talk to them. And there has been actually more assholes in my life that have been looking like me than any other type of person, to be honest. Right? But I'm not going to kill those people.
No.
I'm gonna be courteous. I'm gonna be cordial, even if we disagree. That's all I'm saying. But I've had friends of all different types, and you know what I mean. And I'm sure, and I know, out of watching those videos of Charlie Kirk, he did too. Because there's people that are non-white speaking out about how he has had a positive impact on their life.
Yes.
Gay, straight, and other white, black, Chinese.
Yes.
I've seen it all. I've seen all types of people saying
yes.
Charlie Kirk
standing up for Charlie Kirk. Yes. Yes.
So what's that tell you?
There has not been one riot anywhere since the assassination of Charlie Kirk. There has not been one city looted. You understand what I'm telling you? Now, can we say that in recent history events about other people? No, you can't. All of a sudden, they burn the city to the ground and they bust into the stores. And then you got to ask yourself, who is doing this? Who? Who is rioting and burning their own city to the ground and busting into the stores in their neighborhood? Who does that?
Listen, here's a big argument. Here's a big argument that I'm seeing. There's the opposition to people that were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. What they're saying is, okay, so now we've never had a vigil or a sympathy for these other people that have passed, like the school shootings, the George Floyd thing, all these other types of tragedies, right? And it's like, so I've seen them say like, okay, now all of a sudden you guys are passionate and speaking out about because it was Charlie Kirk. But so what do you say to that? Like, it's not that I don't have a heart for anybody that tragically dies at the hands of somebody else. That was, I do.
Look,
but this was politically motivated.
There was just before the Charlie Kirk assassination, like just before the Charlie Kirk assassination in North Carolina. You know where I'm going with this?
Oh yeah.
In North Carolina, there was this young girl. Wait a second.
Yep.
What was she? Ukrainian?
Ukrainian. Yeah.
A young Ukrainian girl, very attractive, blonde hair, and there's surveillance video. There was a camera in the bus. There was a camera right there in the bus, and the girl is sitting there,
mind her own business,
with headphones on. I don't know if she's reading or she was looking at something, and this black gentleman with a red hoodie on just stabs her in her neck. He don't know her. This guy apparently has a huge history of arrests, and he's mentally unstable, and he's out there in the general public because they were like, yeah, let him go. Sure, let him out in the general public. And now this young Ukrainian girl is dead.
And he didn't need a gun.
No, I don't know what the motivation was there. And it was captured on surveillance for all the world to see.
And he didn't have a
For
gun.
all the world to see.
Yeah.
What do you say? What does anybody say to that?
And people did speak out when that happened days prior to Charlie Kirk. People were, they were very sad about that situation. And the people, I think her name's Melissa something or another. She was a lawmaker up in Minnesota that got killed. People were sad. People were saying how horrible it is. You know what I mean?
Horrible.
It's horrible. It's just all killing is really unnecessary unless somebody is making a direct threat, physical threat to you, and you got to put them down.
Yes. If there is a threat against me, my family, yes.
You got to put them down. Yeah.
Look. I'm not in your living room. I'm not in your house at 2 a.m. uninvited. I didn't break your door down or climb through your window at 2 a.m. I don't do that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, even at my worst, and I've done some dumb shit. even at my lowest, I was like, something in my brain, listen, I'm not screwed on correctly, but something in my brain was like, hey, Nick, don't climb into the window at 2 a.m. We don't do that.
You would expect somebody to
shit. I'm saying listen, I've done dumb shit, but that ain't one of the dumb shits I did.
Well, and you're smart enough to know that if you did do that, you'd expect something bad's going to happen, You're probably not going to make it out alive.
And now recent, again, we need a producer. Very recently, there were 3 young black teenagers, very young, early teens. They broke into this guy's house. They all had guns. The guy had surveillance cameras in his house. You see the 3 of them all carrying guns with their hoods up. They kick the dude's door in. They break into the guy's house. He shoots all 3 of them. Now imagine you're in bed, asleep. You're under the sheets, under the covers. All of a sudden you hear your front door get kicked in. If I'm asleep, my brain needs a minute to reset. You get what you just don't wake up expecting somebody in your damn house. So this guy shot the 3 intruders who were armed, who broke into his house. Wait, the story gets better. I think they died. The parents, you know where I'm going with this, Chef?
No.
The parents of the intruder who broke into the house, armed robbery, who broke into the house, the parents of the kid who got shot, they're suing the guy for protecting his family and his home and his property. And they got some lawyer to take the case.
What state is this?
Dude, I don't know. Google it and somebody. This is a real thing.
But yeah, that's totally fucked up.
They got some. I want to use such vulgar language right now. Some piece of shit attorney took the case. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to tell you right now. If it's my house, now I got to go to court and defend myself. I got to defend myself in court. There's no way that they're going to win. There's no way because the guy who protected his family and protected his property, he never got arrested.
Well, listen, what about the psychological aftermath? If you're the guy protecting your house and you just killed these young dudes that just robbed your house, psychologically, you're not going to be well after that. Any good person doesn't want to kill somebody.
No, dude, you gotta be damaged and broken to take a life and then just go about your business. Oh, I just took somebody's life. Let's go have lunch. Yeah.
So what about the punitive damages? Why not he countersue? You know what I'm saying?
This is ridiculous. Period.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff like this should not take. First of all, how about you don't break into somebody's house, people?
Yeah.
How about number one? You don't get an illegal firearm, break into somebody's house. How about right there? We don't do that. How about
Right.
that? And if you're gonna play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes, like a 9mm in your skull. How about that?
Yeah.
You know, you want to live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword. That's it, man. Use your head. You're not entitled to shit. Nobody. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you were born. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor. You know what you're entitled to? Nothing. Zero.
Ugats.
Not ugats you're entitled to. You want something? Work for it. Bust your ass, get a job, save your pennies, work for it. Like the rest of the damn world. Like
Right.
the people who came here. The people that came here, the chef said pilgrims a minute ago. Or right, you know, the early settlers, the pioneers.
Yeah.
They didn't come here looking for a handout. They didn't. The men and the women busted their ass.
Right.
Busted their ass. You people, you go to the store, somebody makes you the food, and they basically feed it to you. You want chicken, you got to grow a chicken, you got to kill the chicken, you got to pluck the chicken, you get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You got to know how to clean the chicken, gut the chicken. You don't.
Self-supporting.
Nobody does none of this shit. You just go, give me chicken, and it's cooked, fried, whatever it is, and you just shove it in your face.
What about the tradition, self-supporting through our own contributions, like not looking for any outside, you know what I mean? Financial support. Like you reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow, and nobody even knows what that means. Nobody even knows. To reap what you sow means you harvest what you grow, what you plant.
The fruits of your labor.
If you don't plant nothing, if you didn't plant anything 4 months ago, then you ain't going to eat, period.
Right.
That's it. That's what that means. But you're all so lazy and entitled, and Amazon and Uber food delivery.
Quick fixes. Yep.
And come on, man. This is a 31-year-old man. He's got 2 little babies. He's got a young wife. They were I don't even think they were married 5 years. I don't even know. And this just came across my feed because, I'm scrolling, like everybody else. I'm scrolling. And Jimmy Kimmel. We all know Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's been on the air. He's had a talk show. I don't know, 15 years. I don't know, maybe more. I don't know. He's making jokes at the expense of this young man who was assassinated, and his now widowed wife and their fatherless children. And Jimmy Kimmel's making jokes. Now, here's where I got to applaud. Now, I'm not a fan of Disney. I'm not a fan of Disney. Not.
Used to be.
Yeah. Disney used to be wholesome and whatnot. Not now. Disney, I don't know what happened to Disney. So, Disney owns ABC, American Broadcasting Company. Disney owns them. They fired Jimmy Kimmel.
I saw
He's
that.
fired.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. This I'm looking up. It's the New York Post, CNN, who else is up there? I don't know. I got it all of the Washington Post.
Sure, Fox,
NBC News. It's right up here on my screen. Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he's telling jokes about a young man who was assassinated for, you know what he did? Nothing.
Yeah, he didn't commit any crimes. He wasn't committing crimes. Yeah.
He spoke. He's doing what the chef and I are doing right now. He spoke. And somebody's butt got all tight, and their little panties got up there cracking their little ass, and they had to take them out. I'm gonna say it again. Why did they cut out a man's tongue? It's not to silence. It is. It's to silence him because they're afraid of what he's saying. If you're saying gibberish and nonsense, go ahead, let him talk. Charlie Kirk was saying things, and people were paying attention.
And listen, these same people, right, that are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death are the same people that would go up on a podium and talk shit about Donald Trump or any of these other, conservative public figures, right? Do they want to dodge bullets while they're explaining why they disagree with Trump or why, you know what I mean? Like, we're not shooting at them.
No, see, that's what I was saying earlier, just a few minutes ago, about we don't riot, we don't loot, We don't do that shit. We don't. We go, all right. I agree with you. I disagree with you. You know, you go about your business, man. Be an adult. Be an
Right.
adult. This is there's so much I want to say, and I'm censoring myself because I don't want
these people, the people that are agreeing with Charlie Kirk getting shot. It's like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
No, I don't know what to say. And listen. Normally the low country lunatics. Look, man, we're fun and we laugh, but you can't. Here's what's going to happen. Between this young Ukrainian woman, this young Ukrainian woman, and now Charlie Kirk, the pendulum is going to swing the other way now. That's it. You push too hard. The opposition, you guys push too hard. And now,
if I don't like what somebody's saying, I just don't listen to them. I walk away.
That's it.
I don't want to engage. I don't want
change the channel.
I want peace and serenity in my life today. I don't want confrontation. I don't want conflict. But I will be damned if I'm going to sit back and watch this kind of shit go on. And maybe I should have said something when I don't know, George Floyd died. But wasn't he like a criminal getting arrested for some shit, like multiple offenses? And not saying one life is more important than the other, but I'm just saying, like, it's all bad. Just stop fucking doing wrong things and you won't get shot, Charlie Kirk wasn't being wrong, and maybe some people thought he was wrong, but he wasn't breaking any laws. He wasn't hurting anybody.
Charlie Kirk was repeating and stating researchable facts. That's all he was doing, man. So, I just said to you, take your phone, everybody, take out your phone and Google the 10 most dangerous cities in America and tell me what you find. I'm not even going to, I already know the answer, and I think you do too. Look it up. Why? Why is that the 10 most dangerous cities in America? Why? What do you notice is in common about those 10 most dangerous cities in America?
And they're going to say because they're poor, right? Because poverty breeds criminals.
Why are they poor? Why?
I could take a guess.
Guess who grew up dirt poor? Guess who grew up on food stamps and welfare?
Yeah, same.
This guy right here.
Same here.
Single mother, food stamps and welfare. You know what I did? I did not go on food stamps and welfare. I got a job when I was 13 years old. I worked 7 days a week. I busted my ass my whole life.
And listen, did you get promoted? Did you ever get promoted at those jobs?
Well done, yes.
For a job well done? Right. Yes. It had nothing to do with your skin color, right? It was because you were qualified, you learned a skill. You learned a skill.
I busted my ass. And I put myself through school and I got an education. Yeah. I did that. Me. I did no entitlement. Zero entitlement. Nobody paid. Since I'm in high school. Since I'm in high school, if I needed shoes, guess who paid for the shoes? Me. I didn't steal them. I didn't rob them. I worked my ass off. I worked in a grocery store my whole life. And then I moved up. You move up.
Yeah.
No entitlement. No shitty attitude.
And while you were working at this grocery store, did you see any women or any people of ethnicity raise up the ranks? Did they go up the ranks too if they were doing a good job?
Yes. Yeah. I worked in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is an extremely diverse borough. It's extremely diverse. Born and raised, New York City is a very diverse, extremely diverse city. It is.
And the qualified improved their lives.
Look, unfortunately, that's not how it works. Today, people get hired. Look, when you fill out a job application, I got a problem with this. When you fill out a job application, they want to know what color you are. They want to know what ethnicity you are. I go, why? Why do you want to know that? What? Here's my resume. That's it.
Yeah.
Why do you want to know what color the person is?
Right, because it has nothing. Your experience is your experience. Your skills.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's what it should
It's
be all
on
about.
every job. You go to every job application, every one of them. They want to know what color you are.
Mm-hmm.
Every one.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's favoritism both ways, like in all kinds of different situations. You know, it could go either way. So yeah, let the most qualified win.
All right. So anyway,
Yeah, no,
we're
I'm
doing
getting
40 minutes.
I'm
We're
getting
doing
bummed out.
40 minutes on this, people. Listen. I just had to get it out. I feel better. But here's what I want to
I'm
end
bummed out. I'm honestly bummed
All
out.
right, listen. Now here's what we're gonna end with. Listen. That's it. That's it. I
Enough
said it.
said. Yep.
Enough said.
It's out there.
Now,
Yep.
now we're gonna get to the really important issue. The really important issue. People, never break spaghetti.
Thank you.
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Yeah, people open up the spaghetti and they go, tsh, and then I go, what did you just do? That's sacrilegious. You
Hey.
broke the spaghetti? Well, it didn't
Listen.
fit in the pot. You get a bigger pot.
Right.
What's the
So
problem
listen.
with you break the spaghetti.
So I had to make 11 pounds of spaghetti for the Citadel 3 days
11
ago.
pounds. Holy
11
shit.
pounds, right. And I've got a 20-quart pot.
Right.
That's, you know.
Yeah.
And 11 pounds don't fit into that pot. I couldn't
No.
put all 11 pounds at the same time.
No.
But I sure as hell didn't break the spaghetti so it could fit in the pot.
No.
You know, I made it 2 batches. I did it twice.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll give you a secret, people. I'll give you a secret. If for some reason you got to make 11 pounds of spaghetti like the chef, like I don't know how many, you're feeding 9,000 people and you got to make 11 pounds. Here's the secret. You cook the spaghetti only 70 to 80% cooked. Listen to what I'm telling you. You don't cook it all the way. You cook it 70%. It's not, you can eat it, but it's not good. It's not, al dente, not mouchard, remember. But I'm seriously, you cook the spaghetti 70%, take it out. Put it in cold water so it stops cooking. Then cook the other half, 70%. Then stop. You following me? Now, You got all the spaghetti cooked 70%. Now when your guests come, you crank the water, you boil the water again, you take your spaghettis, you throw it in the water for like 2 minutes. Boom, it's done. It's hot, it's cooked.
Yeah.
Come on, use your head. Use your head. This ain't difficult. That's how you do it. You cook it mostly done, stop, and then when the guests are at the table, you throw it in the hot water for literally 2 minutes. And it's good to go. You're good to go.
That's it. Yeah.
That's how you do it. So don't break the spaghetti. Number 2, don't put pineapple on pizza.
Fuck no. Or ranch.
I don't know who came up with this.
Ranch dressing.
We don't put pineapple on pizza. Just don't do it. And if you're going to do it, don't do it in front of me because I'm going to get upset. And when you're not looking, I'm going to take your pizza. I'm going to go like this. Smack the pizza right out of the plate. Smack it. How could you do that to the pizza? What else I got? Wait a minute. I got one more thing. Let me see. Wait a minute. All right, here's the one more thing I got, and then I'll shut up after this one if the chef wants to keep going. There's a rumor that the whole world is going to go to crypto money. You know about this?
I don't know
hear about this? They want to do
talking.
away with the paper. They want to do away. Let me see if I got. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't carry a lot of cash. I don't, because nobody takes cash no more.
I know.
We went to the River Dogs game.
River Dogs Stadium, yeah.
They don't take cash. It's no cash. Right. You pull out $100 bill. They go, what? I can't take that. Sorry.
Dunkin' Donuts didn't want to take a 50 or 100.
Yeah, I got a $1 bill. That's all I got. Sorry, that's all I got. I told you, we don't get paid for this. The chef and I don't get. We make no money. Zero. This cost us money.
This cost
us money, people.
Yeah.
Show us some love. So anyway, if you laugh one time, show some love to the Low Country lunatic.
Right.
Here's $1. I take this $1. Let's say I owe the chef $1. I give the chef hey chef, here's the $1. I give him the $1. Now chef got the $1, right? Now chef owes somebody else $1. Gives them the $1. You could pass this same $1 around 100 times, and it's $1, right? And then it could come back to me again. Hey Nick, here's the $1 I owe you. I go, thank you. Right? You follow what I'm saying? You buy a candy bar, whatever. Well, I don't know what $1 buys anymore. You know you're not buying a coffee. You can't buy coffee for $1 no more.
One stamp.
Because freaking Starbucks is $87 for a freaking cup of hot water because you're all stupid. You pay it. Did you see the episode with the ostrich anus purses? Did you see that?
$8,000.
Oh, wait, you didn't see that episode yet because we didn't publish it yet. I think that's coming out tomorrow morning, right?
It is.
Is that tomorrow morning? Ostrich anus?
Yeah.
And alligator balls? Oh, people, you don't know what we're talking about. You got to tune in.
That was a riot.
So now wait, I'm gonna get back to this. So I take this $1 bill, I give it to him, her, them, him, them. It's a $1 bill. It's always gonna be a $1 bill, or $50 bill, or $100 bill. You follow me? Now, if this is a $1 crypto, you listening? Learn something, people. This is a $1 crypto, and I give it to the chef don't get $1. The chef gets 97 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chef gives the 97 cents to somebody. That person only gets 88 cents. And then that person gives it to somebody. That person gets 64 cents. You get where I'm going?
Yeah.
And eventually, this goes away. No more. It's gone. It like that's what they're going to do to the currency. This will be $1. This is $1. Now, granted, it don't buy nothing, but it's $1. They're going to turn this into crypto because the $1 is going to keep pulling a piece off of it until it's gone.
There's nothing left. Yeah.
And you're all like, yeah, crypto money. Yeah. No. And we already opened the whole show with how you're getting taxed out the ass, quadruple tax.
So listen, they don't call those in crypto, they call them the gas fees. Those gas fees, depending on how many people are on the damn server at the time that's getting purchased, is how much your gas fees ends up being.
There you go.
Like I paid my guy Joseph, shout out to Joseph in Africa. The only way the crypto is worth more than his damn Naira. Naira is worth Ogats, you know? So I gotta go through Cash App, buy Bitcoin, send it to Africa. Now I buy $100 of Bitcoin.
And
I
every
send him
transaction costs, there's a transaction fee.
So I'm actually only buying $97 worth of crypto. Then by the time Joseph gets it, he's only getting $92 worth of crypto. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just devaluing it. Every time there's a transaction is devaluing it. However, you know, the value of Bitcoin in general is going up though. We've seen a big increase. I think it's like 150% since 2023, which I don't know what that means. If there was only one cryptocurrency, I guess that would be all right. But there's thousands of these cryptos being created. I don't know enough about it to talk too intelligently, but I just know that when I'm buying $1 worth of crypto, whoever's getting it isn't getting $1.
Correct. That's my point. That was my point with the actual paper dollar showing you. The paper dollar is always going to be a paper dollar. But these crypto, every time you exchange hands with a crypto, somebody gets a little slice. Somebody gets a little slice until eventually it's worth nothing. Nothing.
It's like a pyramid scheme, kind of. Like the person at the top of the pyramid is going to be okay.
Yes.
You know, they're going to be fine.
Yes.
But the person at the bottom, the base of that pyramid is...
Yes, you're screwed. Yes.
Yeah, they've got weasel piss on their hands.
Correct. So, people, I love you. I do. I love you.
I love this, man.
Sometimes, you know, things are going to happen. It's not always, you know, life. Listen, nobody guaranteed life's rainbows and unicorns. Nobody guaranteed that. It's not a guarantee. But you know what? Life doesn't have to be so extreme and dark that we silence people just for speaking.
Hey, listen, God bless America for giving us this opportunity. God bless the freedom of speech that allow us to even talk on here like two knuckleheads. You know what I mean? And we're not experts.
Yes.
We're not experts on shit. You know what I'm good at? Ruining my fucking life.
No,
that's what I'm good at.
Wait, here's what I'm good at. I don't break spaghetti. I don't put pineapple on pizza, and I don't pay $8,000 for ostrich anus. I don't do that. So I'm pretty good at that.
Yes.
All right, my people, I love you. That's it for this episode. I hope you got something out of it. If you buy a T-shirt, we will sign it.
Yes,
I will sign it.
Yes, we will.
But you got to come to me. I'm not coming to you.
And go to Pastioli.com. Order these damn these colognes and perfumes.
Pastioli.com is
and
blowing
boxes.
up. Pastioli is blowing up.
I'm putting together these boxes. Gift boxes, right? They're going to throw in all kinds of shit. Every month, it's like a subscription. You get different sauces, different cheeses, different dessert, different books. Books that I personally read. I'm not going to put a book in that box that I didn't read myself. So that's, we could have some conversation about these books, right? I think it's a pretty good idea.
I love it. All right, people.
All right.
Peace out. Love you.
Later.